So it's really warm at the moment and you might be going away on holidays, and we want to show you a few things that you can do to keep your plants alive while you're away. So first of all, one of our favourite ways to water here at the nursery is the plunging. And we get a big bucket of water and we put the plants in so that the water level goes above the plastic pot and it starts to bubble up. When the bubbles are finished, which doesn't take long, that one's finished then, we just pull them up and let them drain through. And when they're finished dribbling, we put them back in their nice pots. And that's a really good way to make sure that the soil is completely wet all the way through. It doesn't have any dry pockets in it. This works really well when plants are a little bit under stress. So this fern is a little bit too dry. He's a bit floppy through the new growth. He should be a little more perky. And you can see that on these little new fronds that have dropped over completely. So dunking this guy in the bucket, and you can see it's quite dry, he'll bubble like mad. Or he'll be so dry he won't bubble. And once he's really heavy and soaked, we pull him out and again just let him sit. This will perk up in the next couple of hours and be happy. Plants that respond really well to this dunking are peace lilies as well. They're a really good one that tell you when they're thirsty, their leaves sort of start to flop down. So this is a really good thing to do before you go away, to give your plants a super, super good drink. We also recommend putting a little bit of seaweed into the water, so dilute it down. The seaweed's a really nice tonic. It just helps plants to get through stressful periods. So it'll help them take up more water and then get them through that period that you might be away. When you come home, do the same scenario with dunking things in the bucket and do it with the seaweed again, and that will really help them get through that little stressful period that they've been through. The other thing you can do is if you've got quite a few houseplants and you're away for a good couple of weeks, is put them all in the bathtub in about 1 inch or 2 inches of water. So it's just up on the plastic pot. And that way they'll just slowly keep drinking it in from the bottom. If you can take some of your plants outside and you've got a nice cool veranda, the plants will be happier out there than being locked inside your hot house or hot unit, because the coolness outside will help them keep the moisture in their soil for longer. And just use saucers underneath them or put them into buckets with a little bit of water as well. For your plants that are too big to stick in a bucket, like this guy, who's huge, move him into a cooler place on your veranda or balcony. Give him a really good slow drink before you go. And do that a couple of times so the water really has the chance to get through the soil properly. Put a nice deep saucer underneath it. It's not recommended to have your plants sitting in saucers for long periods of time, but when you're away, it'll give the plants a little bit of time to keep soaking that water up. So when you get home, if any of them are a little bit stressed, you might want to go through and just give them a light prune, give them some more seaweed for a couple of weeks moving on after you come back, and they'll bounce back pretty quickly because it's quite warm at the moment.